I started my first business when I was 19. By the time I was 20, I was making a six-figure income. 1 month after my 21st birthday, I dropped out of college to take my business full-time and travel the world. Super cliche, I know, and it feels cringe saying it out loud, but you're addicted to TikTok and instant gratification, so I have to say it in a way that hooks you. It's your fault, not mine, and honestly, if we're being totally honest, I was pretty cringe at 21, but that's beside the point. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, how I was able to drop out of college, because if you're young and hungry like I was, there are some lessons here for you that you definitely do not want to miss. Lessons that, if I learned, would have saved me tens of thousands of dollars and made me a lot richer a lot faster. The first one being to reframe dropping out. One thing people forget is that you can take a semester off, you can take a year off, 3 semesters off, college will always be there. There is no urgency for attending college. Like, you could literally just take a semester off. You don't have to be such a pussy about it. I promise it's okay. Here's your permission to take some time off and go do stuff in the real world, because I know you're still a slave plugged into the matrix. I get it. I was too. I wish somebody gave me permission to do the same. In fact, when you're young, you learn a lot more by getting a real job or pursuing opportunities that give you real life experience, not fake bullshit classroom experience from old people whose job it is to indoctrinate you and make you a compliant cog in the machine. Number 2, save money. Like 99% of college kids, you're probably still afraid of and listen to your parents. I get it. You're a huge pussy. That's fine. I was too. I was the biggest pussy I knew back when I was in college. But the longer you listen to your parents or anyone else, the longer you wait to start listening to yourself. So how can you buy yourself time and leverage so that you're not dependent on your parents? Save enough money to cover your expenses for your time off from college. Whether it's a semester or a year off, you can have an income that will allow you to provide for yourself, aka a job. Money is power. Power to provide for yourself. Power to stop being reliant on your parents. Power to stop listening to anyone else. The stupidest thing I see young people do is use the fact that they're a full-time student as an excuse to be broke. Like, how? Being a full-time student is not an excuse. You're still poor and a slave, a full-grown adult relying on your parents. I was a full-time student. I worked part-time, 20 hours per week, started a full-time business, had a girlfriend, and was president of a club all at the same time while I was in college. And I still had time to party every weekend. And my GPA when I dropped out wasn't terrible. It was like a 3.1, 3.2 with honestly barely any effort. There's no excuse, because honestly, I'm not special. I was able to meet a handful of kids like me in college who managed to crush their academics, work a job, and balance a fun social life all at the same time. College kids are just notoriously lazy and full of excuses. The bar is set embarrassingly low for what's expected of college students, which are honestly not much students. They're fucking adults, but they're still treating themselves and have the expectations of kids. It's honestly kind of disgusting. It disgusted me when I was in college, and thinking about it now, it still hurts my brain thinking about how much untapped potential every college kid has, because they're too busy fucking off, doing nothing, scrolling on their phone, or going to parties and binge drinking. You buy into the idea that, oh, I'm a full-time student, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, and that's why the average salary for a graduate is only 40 to 50K. Because there's not an ounce of effort put in during this time of their life. When I dropped out of college, I had about 20 to 30K banked, and that 20 to 30K was security and freedom. If my mom didn't like my decision to drop out, I could live on my own and continue to go all in on my business, which, for the record, was true. For over 2 years, I wanted to drop out of college and pursue my business full time, but my mom told me if I dropped out of school, I'd be kicked out of the house and have to go live on my own. So I just went and made enough money to support myself, so when I dropped out, I could afford to live on my own if I needed to, and I didn't need to listen to my mom. She didn't end up kicking me out. By that point, she understood. But funny enough, still sometimes to this day, she still tells me and encourages me that I should go back and just finish my last year. Definitely not going to happen because of number 3, which is you need to understand opportunity cost. Spending 4 years and 100K plus on college is a massive opportunity cost. Honestly, ask yourself, is college the absolute best use of this much time and money? For most people, it's not. It wasn't for me, and after 3 years and 90 grand in debt, I realized that staying in school, sitting through bullshit classes, and paying another 30K to finish my last year had too high of an opportunity cost. I had a fast growing business that was making 6 figures, and if I wanted to grow it and become sustainable, it needed my full time and attention. The unique opportunity I had with my business was too good to pass up, and the cost of college was just way too high. Besides, by that point, a degree was totally useless since I already had a full-time business income, which is why people get a degree in the first place, to get a full-time job or a full-time income. I already had one, so why would I stay here when I already accomplished the goal I came here to accomplish? But the problem is that people are too bought into the slave mindset matrix that universities have programmed us with. Even in my unique position, I had so many people try to convince me to finish my degree part-time and just finish. You only have 1 year left, which is a total sunk cost fallacy, by the way. The biggest irony of this all was that my entrepreneurship professor spent 20 minutes trying to convince me to finish my degree. It's like, hey, listen, dude, I'm already an entrepreneur, which was my whole goal in coming to college to begin with. It was a whole goal. I came and got a degree, and a whole reason I came and got educated. If I accomplish the goal, why the fuck am I going to pay an extra 30 grand and waste another year of my life and focus away from growing my business, which was the whole goal, just to finish? The main theme you'll notice throughout all of these lessons, and the thing I wish I learned sooner because it would have helped me a lot sooner, is that it all involves you being radically willing to think for yourself and block out the opinions from everyone else around you. That's it for me for today. If you like lessons like this and you want to see them in a shorter, bite-sized format, check out my Instagram and TikTok link below, and comment below to let me know what else you would like to see from me next. Have fun and make money while doing it. I'll see you soon.